here's how to get the most out of NewsRider. So this app, what it does, it lets you consolidate your monitoring of news media across all of your keywords from one place. And so, well, let's just run through it. I'll show you how it works. So let's go into a niche that's high competition, kind of expensive. Let's go with reverse mortgages. So let's do reverse mortgage. So we got like a $47 estimated cost per click. Let's choose exact match and titles only. Add that. Let's run a couple others. Let's do let's say equity loan. Let's do maybe home refinance. There we go. Exact match, titles only. Let's start with those. Let's see what the app picks up. There we go. So let's go check out the results. So the list that comes up, it comes up in order of when it's posted, of when the news broke. And so, for example, we've got a couple here that are just a day old, 2 days old, 2 days, 2 days, 3 days. This is going to show you kind of what's happening in your industry, but also, more importantly, how other competitors and other groups in your market are making the news. So what's newsworthy? What are they doing that's newsworthy? What content angles can you adapt in the same way, and that sort of thing. So let's run through these and just take a look at what's happening. So we've got kind of the full gamut of kind of really small news sites and industry sites, all the way up to, it looks like we've got financial content, for example, more established Chicago Tribune. So you know, it spans the gamut of what's happening, and it spans the gamut of kind of authority levels of news sources. So what can you do with this? Well, a number of things. I think mainly it shows you what's happening, so you're not missing out on kind of what's breaking in your market. You can then respond to that. So if there's stuff that just broke that's big for your industry, we all know how the mainstream can successfully butcher a story or just oversimplify things. So this gives you a chance as an expert to form a rebuttal or a more in-depth explanation of kind of the reality of the situation. Post that on your blog in depth, and then mention that to your own following. But also, why not go to the news articles that are most prominent and drop a comment in the feeds and say, hey, you know what? Here's an industry perspective. So that's a great way to drive a lot of traffic quickly. The other angle is to just in general let this guide your content. So a lot of times news is actually just publicity, and it's sort of a back scratching arrangement with various journalists to run content marketing. And so you can see how your competitors are doing that. And it also shows you what sites are going to be willing to do that as well with you. So it's a way to find influencers. And then if you're kind of more aggressive, you can also check out and see which sites might be a direct traffic source. So you can kind of ride the news directly. So let's take a look at and see if we can find some contenders for that. So let's find some sites with more impressive Alexa scores. So let's add this one. Get some footprints with that. Take a look. Here we go. So it looks like it's using discuss for comments, and then it's got quite a few things in the ad tech stack. So that's for sure serving ads programmatically. So you could either drop a banner directly on this page, or you could maybe hop in and join the conversation with a comment. Let's just open it up quickly. So if you're in the market with home refinance loans, this is a potential spot to grab some publicity. So just using something like Google's managed placements to drop your ad on this specific URL in particular. It looks like there aren't comments on this specific page, but it must be other areas of the site that have the discuss commenting tool. Anyway, that's a quick look at how to use NewsWriter. In general, mainly it is a way for you to keep tabs in your market and see if anything's breaking that you can quickly hop on, get your opinion, get your 2 cents in, and then kind of ride the wave of newsworthy traffic. Keep in mind also, if there are specific issues that come up, or if there's some sort of a big event that occurred in your industry, and maybe there's some newsworthy fallout that involves a specific person or a specific problem, or maybe there's some small town that had an issue or whatever, that's going to be really unique as far as search keywords. And so if you can get content up right away that answers the news, or that more specifically expands on the news with those obscure keywords that are getting a kind of a sudden spike of traffic, there's going to be almost no competition for that, and it's a great way to exploit really the news cycle for your own traffic strategy. So anyway, that's a look at NewsWriter. That's how it works. If you find something that comes up that you want to either save for later or whatever, you can always use our assets star system. So just click the star, that will save it to assets, and you can sort by the app there to see what you've saved by app. So there you go. That's NewsWriter in a nutshell. It's a pretty powerful app. I would recommend running probably like your top 10 keywords at a time on a daily refresh if you're really on it. Weekly otherwise is more than enough probably. But this lets you know what's happening, so you're not going to miss out on your chance to ride the news and manufacture your 15 minutes of fame over and over. There you go.